Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. We're getting towards the end of January, which this month has just absolutely blown right past me. Um, Yesterday, I did a whole bunch of raking, which I was hoping it wasn't going to be as wet as it was, but I ended up moving mostly water because the area that I was raking doesn't have a whole lot of direct sunlight, and those bags were so heavy. They were too heavy. I shouldn't. I should have waited. But I know that the longer I wait, the less likely it is I'm going to get back to it, and the more likely that it's going to rain again. Which I've got a link on my daily to-do list now to actually check the weather. And it turns out that this Sunday and next Monday, so in like 4 or 5 days, it's supposed to be heavy thunderstorms. So I'm going to continue to move mostly wet leaves and pine needles. Yeah, pine needles from where they currently live out to the side of the street in giant paper bags. Um, I've moved on to the backyard, which is going to be a frustrating combination of yard cleanup, picking things up, hose wrangling, and dealing with vines because much like my front yard, when I went out there and started raking out there about 2 or 3 years ago, there are just like vines all over that yard, and they're going all over the place. So lots of bending over and pulling vines up and out. Um, I did notice yesterday that the blueberry bushes that we had planted and then neglected back there, unfortunately, did not turn into giant blueberry bushes. They're dead. So I think that once I'm towards the end of raking the backyard, I'm going to try to figure out how to restructure and like design something back there with like a path and bushes, and try to figure something out so that it looks a little nicer. Grass is definitely something I want to put back there. So once I have money coming in again, I'm going to buy some more centipede grass to both overseed the front yard and start seeding the backyard, because right now it's all just leaves and vines and it's kind of gross. I did actually notice that there were a couple of cardinals that were in my backyard looking very upset with me when I was going near the deck. So I think that they may have a nest over there, which I don't know if cardinals will dive bomb you or not, because I've had situations where mockingbirds have set up nests, and those guys get really territorial. They'll dive bomb you from very high up. So look forward to seeing that. They're both very gorgeous birds, though. So let me make a note to see if the birds, birds. Yeah, I'll put a note there. My weight, I wasn't too serious about restricting myself yesterday, but I'm still down. I'm at 81.8, which is zero point 0.2 pounds down from yesterday. So, a really good bowel movement worth of weight loss. But any movement down is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to continue that trend. And then I'm probably going to do some more raking today. Like I said, I got to get it done. It's just got to happen, kind of move. But yesterday I finished washing that wolf blanket. It's in here unfolded, just like thrown in a pile. Maybe I'll put it back on my futon. That's where it belongs. And then my streaming computer right here. That one right there. I replaced the hard drive with an SSD, which the cloning of the hard drive was pretty frustrating because it kept telling me that it couldn't read certain sections of the hard drive. And I figured if the cloning system couldn't read a certain segment of the hard drive, then my operating system probably couldn't connect to that bit either. Turns out it probably wasn't important, because after I told it just to skip over all the stuff it couldn't access, it finished its deal, and then I just swapped everything out. And then like the laptop started booting as if I had not replaced the hard drive and an SSD. And it turns out that it's a little finicky about how you plug it in. Turns out you need to actually plug the SSD into the port and not just lay it on top of the port. Crazy how that works, right? Um, so yeah, now that system boots exceptionally quick, like super duper quick. Uh, and I'm looking up here because I've got a static monitor for that machine, and it's running very well. I'm happy with the upgrade. Easy enough. I think that's it for what I did yesterday. I wrote the rest of those movie reviews, which I was pretty happy with how those turned out. Today I've got a 2023 in memoriam that I still need to write because we're already at the end of January. Like we're already like a quarter of the way through the year, not a quarter, 1/12 of the way through the year, and I still haven't finished uh, last year's review. So, and then I still need to set up some calendar alerts for the Lego stuff. And my wife actually stayed home from work today because she wasn't feeling well. So that's why this video is actually coming out so late, because it turns out when you don't have a real reason to wake up, like I don't have work to go to right now, and then she's still in bed. It's super easy to just like turn your alarm off and cuddle up with your wife. So that's what I did instead of waking up at 7 in the morning. I slept until like 9. uh, so yeah, good times, good times. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow.